What is up, party people? Welcome to today's episode of, I don't remember what I named this series, so today's episode of whatever it's called. I made a list in my notes app of like running things I wanted to. It's gonna shake so bad. I've got to move my hands up and not. Because I got it like propped up. I made a running list of things I wanted to put in this video because it's like I had a lot of little things that would like make like a 2-second video, so that was just gonna be dumb. So I decided to just keep a track until I like felt like my hair looked good one day, and I was gonna actually make the video and pause for 2 seconds while I prop this up better so it doesn't shake so bad every time I move my hands. Okay. So, first things first, I saw a TikTok and it was like, how many owls would you have to see for you to be like, something's up? And that's such a good question because me especially, like I'm an animal kid, so I think like first owl, I'm like, cool, an owl. Second owl, I'm like, oh, like owls are active today. Third owl, I'm like, oh, it's like breeding season or something, like they're like up. Fourth owl, I'm like, okay, breeding season, whatever. Fifth owl, I'm like, okay. At fifth owl, I'm Googling. Fifth owl, I'm like, when is owl breeding season? Do the owls migrate? Like fifth owl, I'm like Googling, but I'm not like something supernatural's up. Sixth owl, I'm like, something is up. Something is after me. Something is getting my attention. I'm part of some prophecy. Sixth owl is when I'm like, something weird is happening. Seventh owl, I'm getting scared. Ain't no reason for anybody to be seeing 7 owls. That just ain't right. So 7 owl, I'm wigging. Eighth owl? Crap, I'm getting out of town at 8th owl. I'm either getting out of town or I'm going to go talk to it. 8th owl, I'm just going to address the problem at the source. So that's my thoughts on that. My next topic was freak. It is my civic duty as a good Southern soul to tell people, bless your heart, bless your soul, bless it. That is one of my favorite things to do. I love that. You don't know the joy I get out of texting someone, like, bless your heart. Like, they'll be like, or it's like sliding up on someone's story of like a bad thing or whatever that happened, and being like, bless your heart. That's my place on this earth. That I'm doing my job. Doing my job correctly and well, and I love it. I love it every time. I love saying like bless it, or I love sliding up on somebody's story with a bless it. I love issuing my little blessings around, like little. I love just throwing them out like confetti, just sprinkling them around where they're needed. Like, bless your heart, bless you, issuing all my little blessings to all the children of the world. I take great joy in that. I have a blast issuing my little blessings around. So, there's that. So my next note says, laugh in movie kids. And the only movie I've been to see recently is a Mario movie, and I don't remember a kid laughing in it. And I can remember my memories in like little pictures of like when it happened. And I can see the picture of me writing that note, and I wrote it on this bed right here, laying back. I remember typing it here because I'd seen like a video about something and I wanted to talk about it. And I remember typing it here, and I just don't know what that's about. And I've been trying to figure it out for like 2 days now because I've been preparing to make this video. And I just have no clue what that is. So like, the world may never know. I'm going to leave it in there until maybe one day it'll come back to me. Probably not. Okay. Short train. I hate trains. I have a vendetta against trains. I hope this video shaking isn't going to like drive y'all crazy. It's going to drive me crazy. But I don't know how to prop it up any better than that. I hate trains. I have a vendetta against trains. That is my worst enemy. Public enemy number 1 in the book of Sienna is trains. We fight. We go at it. We are not buds. We are not friends. So I am on the way to school, and there's a freaking train, and so I get caught behind the train, And I was so annoyed because I'm like, freaking, I'm going to be late. I'm literally going to be late. I'm going to be late because it's stupid freaking train. There's nothing I can do. It's going to be the second time a train's made me tardy. Because for all those who don't know, my only tardy in high school history is because of a stupid freaking train I got stuck behind. Like, there's nothing I can do about that. We won't get into that. We won't get into that. Anyway, so I was fully prepared to get mad. I got my phone out to, like, take a picture and be like, when I am fuming later, y'all know why. And then the train passes. It was one car. It was either one or two cars. I think it was literally like one car. Like, it's like how sometimes you'll see semis driving around with just the head, like the head, and not like the body. It was like that. It was like just the head of the train and like one car. And it was like literally like it was like, and then the things like they went down and they went back up. It was crazy. Like, I had to look for a second to make sure like it wasn't more like coming behind it. Because I was like, I've never seen a train so short in my life. That's just a waste of gas to move that train at that point. Junk was crazy. I was very relieved. I was very pleased with that train. I guess didn't want to make me too mad that day. I think I just popped a bump and it hurts really bad. We're going to ignore that. Kind of really hurt. Okay. Anyway. Glitter. Okay. So, what? I'm at 6 minutes. That's fine. What was I saying? Oh, one thing is, like, I feel like I got a lot. People say I look like my mom, but one thing is I felt like she always had that I didn't have it. She has this, like, glitter in her eyes. Like, if you ever look at pictures of her, her eyes are, like, shimmering and, like, shining and sparkling. Like, you know how, like an anime character's eyes are, like, freaking sparkling. Like, she has the, like, sparkliest, like, dewiest eyes. Like, not in, like, a she's been crying way, but then they just sparkle. Every picture of her, like, you can see the highlights. And my eyes never do that. My eyes always look dull as freaking pictures. And I always was like, what makes them do that? And then I took a picture of me the other day. Like, I took a video and I was like, mine were doing that. And I realized it's just because she freaking wears contacts. Like, mine do that when I wear contacts. Like, to some extent. Not quite as much as hers still. I think that's just because hers are darker and like a different shape. But, like, mine do that too. And it's just when she wears contacts. Mine do that when I wear contacts. It's literally just freaking contacts. The whole time I thought she had some magical sparkle I couldn't attain that I just, like, didn't inherit genetically. But no, she literally just wears contacts, and, like, so do I sometimes. So then I don't know what that notification was. So then it's like, it's just the same. It's just contacts. So there's one mystery solved in my life. What our last point? My last point of the night is that ice skating is hot. That's hot. Because, nah. Because first of all, being talented is hot. Like, being good at, like, a sport, I'm not big on sports, but, like, some sports are, like, hot. Some sports are hotter than others. Like, hockey's hot, but football's not hot. But football can be hot. Anyway, ice skating is hot. Because, like, first of all, that junk's hard. That junk is hard. That junk's hard. And so then it's, like, hot because it's, like, you put effort into that. But then also it's hot because you're, like, they're doing all the fancy movements. Like, you've got your arms out and you've got your arms up and you're, like, jumping and your body's doing all of these things and you're, like, moving. And you're, like, all toned and movie. Y'all, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that in my book. Because I always see these people TikTok. I skating on TikTok. And, every time I'm, like, sitting there, like, dang. That's all I'm saying. But, I think that concludes my points for today. I thank you all for your time and for being here. And, hope y'all have a great day. Love y'all. Hugs and kisses.